Hey, it's Dave. It's been a while. Just a quick update. I was just gonna do a little video about the plan we have for the farm that I've drawn up, at least for the first year or two. The land is still not clear. We've had a bit of weather here in Houston. It's been raining just about every day for the last week and a half or two. So hopefully early next week is what we're planning on doing for getting the land cleared, and then hopefully we can start working on actually putting some of this plan into place. Anyway, here's a video of what we're actually planning on doing. I drew up some plans and thought I would get some feedback from y'all and see what you think, and if you think it makes any sense. All right, thanks. Okay, so this is a plat of the actual farm land that we bought. As you can see, it's kind of short on the ends and long. So it's about 160 feet across by 680 feet deep. And if you see this little line here, that's because it's in two different counties. This is Harris County, about 5 acres or so, and the other 2 acres is in Liberty County. Now, that makes a difference because of the tax rates and also building codes. So what I found out is if I build something 150 square feet or less, I do not need a permit in Harris County. It's 100 square feet building size in Liberty County. Anything over that, you need a building permit. So my plan is to have the buildings in this area, and then that way we can build a little bit bigger without having to get a permit. So I think I'm gonna attempt to build a couple things myself. So this is the actual property plat, and then on here, this was the first drawing I did. Let's see, I can make that smaller. There we go. This is the first drawing I did. I originally envisioned a longer cooler and then a little work area so I can get out of the heat, a little spot for carts, and then this will be the washing and packing area. I still think in general this is going to be kind of the plan, but I'll show you what we've actually started with now. So this is drawn to scale. This is the right of way. So it's about 10 feet for every one of these little blocks. So I think what we're going to do is all the field blocks, everything outside, is going to be on this side. And this will have just overhead water. And then there'll be a path down the middle. And then the buildings will be on this side. So we'll have a little office area and a little cooler. And then there's another plan I'm going to show you in a minute that actually brings that part a little bit bigger so you can understand what I'm trying to do. Then I think a little shed for tools and a workshop. And then the prop house for all the starts for the plants. And then a hoop house. And then build, this would probably be the first year, maybe 2 field blocks and a hoop house. That's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if we'll get the hoop house the first year, but I'm hoping to. Definitely need a prop house. Definitely need field blocks, obviously, to grow things. The field blocks will be 50 feet rows. Be 30-inch wide beds with 18-inch walkways. Hoop house, also probably 50 feet. And so because it's about 160 feet this way, I figured if we had 50-foot beds on both sides, that's 100 feet, plus maybe 10 to 15 feet behind them, and then a 20-foot path in the middle. So as we start, we're gonna build out in the front, and then as we grow each year, we'll probably build out further this way. So eventually we'll probably have, after 2 years, I'm hoping, have 4 field blocks of 8 rows each, 30-foot rows, and then maybe 2 or 3 hoop houses. And then this area back here eventually will probably be used for perennial production. Maybe raspberry canes and blueberries and blackberries, which grow really well here, and things like that. So that's the kind of plan. I'm trying to keep it simple, that KISS way of doing things. I think if we keep a path here, we can keep equipment being able to get to this area that's not developed yet, and you know, it'll be easy to get from here to here, which is the cooler area, which we're gonna need. So here's what I'm thinking as far as the cooler goes. I don't know if you can see it real good, but so one thing is going to be really important in having a cooler is when you get crops out the field in Houston, it's already going to be hot. So you're going to want to cool them off right away. So I was thinking of a way to maybe bring in stuff here and have it on rollers where you can roll the bins down to here and just keep it in the cooler until we're ready to actually wash it. And then keep this side as a washed area that goes out to the market. So crops come in from the field and come here. I'm still not sure I'm going to be able to do this. I'm trying to think of how to keep the cooler cold and not have too many openings that might do that. I do want a door on each side. You have a cart path to bring in stuff. Also, you have your harvest bin storage and things like that. So I wanted to be able to go in the cooler, come out, cleaning area, the bubbler, washing machine spinner, and a laundry sink for the root veggies and stuff. Then you go right over to the drying racks, and then you have a packing station, and then right back in. And so this would be the path that I showed you earlier. So you bring in a vehicle to load. You have a loading dock. It goes right out from here and into the loading dock and out. So I think that would be a pretty efficient way of doing things, and I think efficiency is the key. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually concrete this whole area and create 2 little buildings about 15 by 10 or 14 by 10 on each side. They'll probably be similar shed type buildings, only this one would have a lot more of the ways to keep things cool with lots of insulation. But I think this makes sense to me, is having the washing, drying, packing, and right back in. And that way you can bring stuff in from the field, either through here or a special door here. Keep it cool, bring it out, clean it off real fast, dry it, and then right back into the packing station. Gets cool again. So you keep the produce nice and fresh. So that's the plan. I don't know. I wonder if anyone has any experience with this. I know I've watched enough videos where I know that packing station and stuff makes the more efficient it is, the better it is. And I think I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. And there'll be an opening here to get in the back area, I think. Maybe here too, just so it's not all blocked off. But this would probably, the drying racks would probably come down off of a wall kind of thing. Above it would be some fans for drying and things like that. So I'm going to need electricity back here. But I think this is just going to be a covered area, but outdoors with fans. Try to keep it coolish there. So anyway, figured I'd do a little video on this and see what you guys think, and see if it makes sense to anyone. And that's about it. Probably make some more videos on the actual making of the beds and things when we actually get started doing it all. All right, well, hopefully this made sense to everyone, and curious what you think. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. And I'm planning on getting some video of the clearing with the drone, so that should be pretty neat next week. All right, see ya.